Good morning, good morning, good morning. In that suite. Five of Cauldrons, Queen of Cups. Just two different decks. This is the one that I was doing my Boone video on yesterday. I left at my desk. And this is the one I was playing with and sipping and tripping last night. Ooh, maybe we'll do a fun cards and coffee. We'll do a conversation. I don't want to do this on my main channel, but for you guys, maybe. How dark is the lighting? Man, I tell you, a video. Actually, I went and unlisted it this morning, and then I opened it back up. Because it's like, I don't like it. Like, I like everything I said, except for the fact that I said, like a million times in that video. And I showed it to Rod, and he's like, I don't notice it the way you do. He's like, it's just how your voice flows. He's like, it's not that big a deal. But I'm like, it's bothering me. It was bothering me to no end. Oh, lovely, right? Yeah, that's pretty much describes my life right there. The dog kennel covered in books. My son uses this desk currently for school stuff, so it is what it is. The internet's not an easy place. It's not. And I've been on the internet since the internet started. There we go. And now that I'm aware of it, I'm be aware of it all the time. Now, the first, I've been on the internet since AOL, man. I used to do the AOL chat rooms. I used to do the RPG games over there on AOL, too, when I was way young. I mean, we had game stations all the way up into PlayStation 1. We had them all. Every game station all the way up to the first one. The first PlayStation. And then we got our first good computer. Now, we always had a computer. I've had a computer since I was like, whew. My mom must have got her first computer in like the late 80s. So we always had a computer, but the first really good computer we got was at the same time PlayStation came out. And, and I did MySpace and all that stuff too. But my worst experience on the internet had to be when I joined this group called Cafe Mom. And now my son was born 2011, so this must have been 2013 that this happened. I posted a picture of him, and I was staying at here with my sister and my mom for a visit, and I was trying to find a blanket because my son had this blue blanket with like fuzzy ears on it, like a hood and fuzzy ears on it, and I was trying to find another version of that blanket, and I couldn't. So I took a picture of him sleeping, cuddled with his blanket. I thought it was so cute. I posted it to Cafe Mom, and I asked, does anybody know where I can find another one of these blankets? This is pre-Amazon, I looked on eBay and stuff like that, but it wasn't on there. And these women proceeded to shred me to pieces. Tell me what a horrible mother I was, every stain, everything. The pack and play he was laying in wasn't even his pack and play. The pack and play he was laying in was my niece's old pack and play that they had saved for when I came to visit with my son so that I didn't have to travel with as much stuff. And yeah, my son had ripped a hole in it and we had sewed it shut in one part. And the bottom, I had put a sheet on it, because the pack and plays, they don't make them so like In order to wash the bottom, you got to take it outside and hose it and everything else. So we put a sheet on it so that way, you can wash the sheet like a pillowcase. But we don't use a good brand new sheet every time. So yeah, the sheets that me and my mom could sew, we made sheets for the pack and play, were stained. They were ripping me apart for having stained sheets in a pack and play that was holding a 2-year-old. They said his diaper was over full. I'm crying. I'm looking at it. My sister and my mom are looking at it. They're like, we're not seeing any of this. We don't know where any of these people are getting this shit. They're like, if you look at his diaper, there's still a crease in it from where it was folded in the packaging. And they were the kind that the symbol would show up if he peed. I mean, these women. Oh my goodness. And this picture, dozens and dozens of comments. They shredded me. Finally, I just deleted it. I deleted the whole thing. I deleted Cafe Mom. I got rid of the whole thing. And I was like, I really liked that spot. I thought it was cool at first. But then, I don't know what happened. A bunch of, bitter moms that couldn't keep up with the perfection standards. All they saw was that pack and play. That's all they saw. All they saw was a pack and play that had stains and a sewed hole in it, and they shredded me to no end. The things that they said were horrific. Beyond just picking apart the pictures, they called me a shit mother, all kinds of things. That really was the most horrific experience I've ever had on the internet. All right. So, all right. Since the energies can go back and forth, I don't want to designate this to any one side or the other, but I am going to go ahead and make this for the divine masculines, divine feminines, I guess. A masculine energy and a feminine energy. And they go back and forth, all right? So we got side A, side B. Not going to roll the dice on this one because this is just for my little private group here. And we'll just see what the energies are going back and forth. Just to switch it up this morning, just because, I don't know. Just because. So, on this side, we have Queen of Cauldrons, who's looking back fondly and nostalgically on things right now. Not really paying attention to too much else, so not really focused on getting out of the house today for sure. Yeah. And being a little immature with their words. I find this funny because Linky's holding a bunch of little mushrooms. All right. Being a little immature with all that, but still being practical and mothering and nurturing in the areas where it is most important. So, like for instance, in my case, yeah, I'm a little lackluster on YouTube right now. I have a lot going on. So, I don't know. This is essentially reality TV at this point. You guys are getting what I can do as best as to my abilities. I did spend time researching and everything else, And I keep doing that. But my main priorities are like the kids and stuff right now. We're going to take them out to the big park and to a lake and fishing and everything today. And then tonight I got to finish a project with Alyssa. And me and Alyssa are going to make the breads tonight. We might have to, No. Yeah, I might have to actually wait till tomorrow to do the breads. It's all right. My boon lasts a couple of days, right? All right, then we got the world card at the end here. Yep. Does feel like the world is watching you. Like, I don't have a lot of people on YouTube that are paying attention, but you'd be surprised the people on like Facebook and Instagram that are paying attention. I don't know. I am apparently a sideshow unto myself at this point. I didn't mean to do all that. I didn't expect that that I would be so good at being an online stalker that other people's stalkers would stalk me. I did not see that one coming at all. At all. So, this side A, ended with the world. Side B, boom. You guys already kind of hit that sweet spot already, didn't you? Boom. Now what? Now you got to defend it. Now that you got it, now you got to defend it. And I've been saying that all along. You got to be careful what you wish for. Every new thing you get is something else you have to defend. But I see, side B, you're being very, very smart on defending what you have. You deserve everything that you have, and you deserve to be able to fight for it. You know, the knight in shining armor does not have to run and rescue everybody. Sometimes the knight in shining armor needs to just worry about defending his own kingdom. Right? You're always something to learn. There's always something to learn. And you're just going to keep on learning. That's how this all works, man. Everything is a new experience. And yeah, everything you learn can be put into practice in one form or another. You just I'm never going to do that way, or that's a good idea. How can I adapt that to something original for me? Because the Three of Pentacles isn't so much. They're asking questions. They're having a discussion. They're not really putting anything into play yet, but little seeds are getting planted. And whether you think this is this isn't a toxic connection, okay? This is not. This is not a toxic connection for either of you. We're trying to say that a lot of these pages talk about how, you know, oh, karmic's this and blah, 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 blah. And drama, and blah, you know, oh, and they have these giant elaborate storylines about, you know, the karmics are pregnant and, oh, stop. It's almost like a lot of these readers are they're just reading the gossip tabloid headlines, right? The storyline is what? The storyline is Kim Kardashian and her family. It's Kanye West and Beyonce. It's whatever. Like, Rob showed me this guy, a rapper, Lil Juice, whatever, and he has like a bazillion baby mamas and stuff like that, and the baby mamas are always fighting. You know, you got to take the perspective if you're watching other readers right now. Granted, yes, it's very entertaining. I like watching other readers. Not because I'm buying into their BS. I just enjoy their stories. You know. Yeah, they're reading for someone, but they're reading for a very special group of imprinted people that are imprinted with that same media. All right, side A. You keep doing what you need to do to recuperate. Okay? You do not need to work on anybody else's time schedule but your own. Side B. Keep doing you, boo. Keep the wheel forged and turning. You're doing what you need to do. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And that's, you know, don't feel guilty when, don't feel guilty for being happy for getting what you worked for. Don't ever feel guilty for getting what you worked for, okay? because I see this as two stark different realities. One side is, strike while the iron's hot. They got up. They're doing what they need to do. The other side had a little bit more work to go through, okay? And understand everybody had different goals to begin with. So don't ever allow your success to be a reason for your depression, for sure. And that can be a warning for anybody who is planting seeds of intention this Mad Moon. Think about that too. And that's a great way to actually kind of project those timelines forward. Because you know how easy it is to project negativity towards the future? Think about, and this is for side A, think about how the side that's way in front of you feels, right? And think about all the drama that must come along with it. And yeah. And you know what? Thinking about all the drama and all the bullshit and paperwork and, grinding yourself to a stump. Think about how much of a pain in the ass that all must be. Well, I'm not telling you to think about all that negative shit, because that's something a successful person's worried about. So that's going to cast that vibration into your future. They'll give you that to worry about later. Instead of worrying and manifesting other shit, you might as well worry and manifest problems that, successful people have. It's a very weird cards and coffee this morning. That's just lovely. All right. Let's just close it out with a quick little read. Just a little something for the day for everybody. And then, and then it's time to start getting ready to go do this today. It is so pretty. It's so pretty outside. I mean, I feel bad for everybody who's not getting to enjoy that right now, but I have been stuck in the house all summer, and it is absolutely fantastically gorgeous outside. It is low 70s. It is a little bit overcast, just enough so that the sun's not beating on you. Gorgeous. For me, it's the most beautiful time of the year just started. This is the kickoff to my favorite part of the year. Fall equinox to spring equinox, best time of the year. We get a full 6 months of the most beautiful weather ever in South Carolina. If you can just stick out that 2 months of hell in the summer, so worth it. All right, so we are all still defending what we have been working for, trying to hold those frequencies, right? You see how much tension is in that one board? You've got to slide another one in there. And it's going to put even more tension on those rods. You better hope that you place them solidly in the ground. The close. End of one cycle, beginning of another. I keep saying that for you guys too. Believe it or not, we are headed towards a victory in all these areas. These are real connections that are being made. There will be messages coming through soon. Things will start moving pretty quickly. This is a lot of movement energy. Moving on to a new phase, a new frequency, a new vibration. Or, some of you may just be moving all together. And boom. Funny how we're all coming into our power in this hour. You know what I'm saying? And that's the post that I made the other day that everybody was just like, oh, Persephone goes to hell and she was tricked. And just the way that they portray that whole story, I don't like. It's like, and I think I said this in the thing, everybody tricked her. Everybody saw something there. Everybody probably saw that Persephone was depressed and alone. And they were like, you know what? I bet you she'd really like, Hades if we could just get them together and find a way to trick her into hell. Because once she was there, she actually loves Hades and she likes being down there. Persephone is the only goddess not cheating. I don't believe Hades is the only one not cheating either. Those are the only two, because they're in the underworld and they have to stay down there. All the other gods on Olympus are sleeping with each other. Those two are happy with each other. Well, they got a giant 3-headed puppy. Just saying, perspective, people, perspective, people. A lot of us, especially in the witchy community and in the zodiac community, see all the zodiacs on this card. We love this time of year. Halloween's coming. We like the holidays. We like baking. We like cooking. We like doing all that fun stuff. We like planning parties. We really do. Why? Because that's it. You know, that's what covens used to do. They used to get together on the 8 Sabbaths. That's what pagans used to do. We used to travel ridiculous lengths just to go to Stonehenge, dragging pigs and kids with us for a party. You know, this is our season, y'all. Embrace it. Have fun. Remember, I tell you guys, it's not all about going out to have fun. You can have fun at home doing what you do. It's up to you. It's up to you, really. You sit at home and be miserable, or you can sit at home and make something fun. Make some decorations for your doors. Embrace the season. Definitely embrace the season. Things I would suggest that you guys could do today if you're bored. You can make a corn husk doll. You can bake bread. You can make a wreath for your door. Centerpiece for your table with fruits. I like the ones, besides doing breads, if you're not into the bread thing and baking, you can take oranges, which we also talked about in Sipping and Tripping last night. The significance, the symbols within the orange. And then you could take cloves and poke those in the oranges to make different symbols and stuff like that for your altars. Okay? Alrighty, guys. I have got a ton of stuff to do today. I hope you enjoyed this morning. Always, if you like it, like, share, subscribe, spank my bell. And blessed be all those who walk these paths with me. I love y'all. I will be doing a casting with the silver cord, but I've decided that I'm not going to be putting my specific spells and exactly what I'm doing in YouTube. I won't be keeping that specifically to those who come over to the Coven the Silver Cord. All right. Love y'all. I'll catch you later.